Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome to episode 4 of the Tips and Tricks series. In today's episode, I've got 5 very important and super useful tips lined up. These are gonna seriously level up your gameplay, help you make smarter moves, and teach you some tricks you probably never thought about before. If you haven't watched the previous episodes yet, make sure to check them out after this one, because every episode is packed with pure value to improve your game sense and fighting skills. All right, no more waiting. Let's jump straight into tip 1. So in this situation, there was a squad holding a compound in front of us, and one of them had an AWM. He was constantly knocking my teammate with headshots, not even giving us a chance to peek back. Now listen carefully. When the enemy has snipers like AWM or AMR, don't even think about taking long-range peek fights. You're just making it easy for them to knock you one by one. Instead, you have to rush in and fight close range. That's where snipers are the weakest. So we decided to push them hard. I went in first and managed to knock 2 of them. But the last guy was hiding upstairs, camping and waiting. That's when we used the trick. We threw grenades from every window, one after another. The guy upstairs panicked so badly, he jumped off the balcony and tried to escape. But I caught him midair and finished the squad. So always remember, if the enemy has a sniper, rush in fast and don't give them time to aim. And before entering a building, throw grenades to clear rooms or force campers out. Tip 2. Okay, so in this fight, there was a squad camping inside Pochinki's church, and we were holding the recoil tower area. They had the high ground, and they were fully set up with angles, so we couldn't just push in randomly. That's when we used a proper strategy. We sent one of our teammates with a sniper to a higher off angle to cover us. His only job was to hold scope on the church and knock at least one of them before we made a move. And guess what? It worked perfectly. He knocked one guy from that squad with a clean sniper shot, and the moment he got that knock, we didn't waste a single second. I called the push, and we rushed in together while he kept covering from behind. Since they were distracted by the sniper angle, I reached the church safely and started the 1 versus 2. They were confused and panicking, and I managed to take both of them down one by one. So the tip here is, when enemies are camping in compounds or strongholds like the church, don't rush blindly. Use a sniper teammate to knock or pressure them first, then push while they're distracted. This is how you win fights against teams holding strong positions. Tip 3. All right, listen up. This is something most players never do, but it makes a huge difference in long-range fights. So here, I spotted a guy running in the open, more than 300 meters away, and instead of crouching or standing, I just went full snake mode. Prone on the window wall, pulled out my M416, and lasered him clean. No joke, the recoil just disappears when you're prone. The spray becomes super stable. And here's the big brain move after you knock someone at that kind of range. Rush instantly. In this situation, after I knocked him from 393 meters, we knew his teammates would take a lot of time to reach him. So we didn't wait. We grabbed the closest vehicle and rushed full send. Even if they managed to revive him by the time you arrive, he'll be 1 HP and easy to finish. Most teams panic after a long-range knock, and that's the perfect moment to rush. So next time you've got an M4 and see someone far, go prone, laser him, and don't wait, push with a car, and finish the job before they can recover. Tip 4. Okay, so this was one of those chaotic zone moments where everything happens fast. My teammate and I were driving straight into the zone, and suddenly we spotted an enemy running in the open. But here's the twist. Our vehicle was low on fuel, so we had to stop right there. And guess what? The enemy was literally in front of us. Now in this situation, most duos just panic and full spray together from one side. But I used a smarter play here. I told my teammate to hold position and keep pressure from the front, and I instantly went for a flank to the left side. The plan was simple. Fire from 2 different angles, so the enemy gets confused and has no cover that works. And bro, it worked perfectly. The enemy was trying to hide from my teammate's angle, probably thinking he was safe, but from my side, he was fully exposed. I spotted him. That's the power of a flank. So next time you're stuck like this, don't both spray from the same side. Split up, apply pressure from both angles, and watch how easy those knocks become. When you're rotating for a flank, never run out in the open. That's the fastest way to get spotted and knocked. Always use covers while moving. Look for ridges, walls, rocks, trees, anything that can hide your movement. Your job is to stay hidden while you take the side angle. Remember, a sneaky flank only works if the enemies don't see you coming. If they spot you while you're rotating, the whole plan is ruined, so take your time, move smart, and use the map around you to your advantage like this. Tip 5. Now this one was a sweaty one versus 2, and not just any enemies. These were pro-level players who knew exactly how to cover and fight. I was solo, they were 2. And trust me, bro, they were not letting me finish even after I knocked one. Every time I tried to push, the second guy would hold that angle like a beast. So I changed the plan. I stopped forcing the rush and started playing smart. I found a broken wall nearby, and that spot became my clutch zone. I already knew they were gonna rush together once they saw me not pushing, and that's exactly what happened. The first guy came in aggressively, probably thinking I was hiding, scared, or healing, but I was ready. As soon as he came close, I popped a surprise jump shot from behind the broken wall and clapped him instantly. Then the second one came running in to save him, and I knew this was the final shot. So I did an unexpected jump shot straight to the chest and little jiggle, baited his aim, and got him too. So here's the tip. Broken walls are OP for solo fights. They give you quick cover and the perfect setup for unpredictable jump shots. When you know enemies will push, don't panic. Hold your angle, bait them in, and strike when they least expect it. All right, guys, that's all for today's tips and tricks video. I hope you learned something new and picked up some smart ideas to use in your next match. Make sure to watch the other episodes of this tips and tricks series. Each one is packed with important stuff that can make a big difference in your gameplay. Also, don't forget to check out my Ultimate Close Range Guide series. I've covered everything step by step, literally everything you need to master close range. Hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next one.